Welcome to the Spittin Hedge Betting Talk stream hosted by Competitive Hedge Podcast and Spittin Picklets. Third official stream, I believe, we're going on for this one. So we're excited to chat about some hockey headlines before highlighting some of the best hockey cappers in the space with their favorite betting plays for today. Before we get into anything, my co-host, Spittin Picklets, Tyson, how are we doing today?
A little under the weather, but we're here. We're grinding. We got money to win.
That's fair. I got an ambulance going by. I swear it's not for me, but yeah, I'm ready to go. How was last week for you?
It was okay. It was okay. Had some winning days, had some losing days, but this week is looking a lot better. So look forward to it.
Yeah, I was on Kraken puck line last week. 6-1 at the end of the first, 6-0 at the end of the first. So it was a relative no sweat. I looked at it very briefly while I was at the Pats game, watching Bedard score a couple goals and shockingly beat Portland in dub action, which was pretty rare. That was also the first time Portland's been here since like 2018 because of COVID and a bunch of other stuff. So they haven't actually been to Regina in a few years. So.
Did you end up finding a market for Bedard hat-trick that night?
I couldn't find any Bedard scoring plays, and I was really upset about it. And to be honest, he missed it. Like he only had two only, but like he had a breakaway goal that was just like unfair.
Nasty.
So, awesome. That'll happen. Other guys from last week, Spitfire's money line, that was a hit for Bet on Banana. Hope you guys also tailed them last night. Him and DeCucci getting after it with a nice little collab in person on the over 6.5. We also had, well, speaking of DeCucci, unfortunately, McDavid and company were playing. They weren't even thinking about the bottle service after the game. So they go out and they win that one. And then a couple other good plays from some guests. So we're ready to get after it today. We got full slate of action. There's one game that's already started and then another one that's puck drops in, I believe, an hour's time here. So let's get right into it. Sabres and Ducks are 3-3 right now in the second period. So absolute slugfest there.
Are the Ducks going to win 2 on the road in a row? They have the worst road record in the league. And they might win 2 in a row here.
It's Columbus, the first one. But I get what you mean. Like the fact that they can win 2 straight road games is pretty crazy. Mm-hmm. What's also pretty crazy, Steven Stamkos scores his 500th goal in the NHL. Obviously, one of the best players probably of our generation. The fact that he got to that 500 goal mark, he's already over 1,000 points. What's your reaction to Stammer finally hitting the 500?
Well, it turns out I don't have very many friends because I asked all my buddies to go to this game just so I could see Stamkos score his 500th goal, and nobody would come with me. I was at the game where Patrick Marleau scored his 500th goal. And it was pretty funny. So me and a buddy cheered like when the Sharks scored, and everyone started yelling at us about like, "Hey, you're wearing a Canucks jersey. The Sharks scored." I'm like, "He just scored 500. Like that's a huge milestone. I'll cheer for anybody that scores 500 goals." It's only fitting that it happens against my team too.
Yeah. I mean, I hate it when people go that route of like giving you a hard time. Like we're literally seeing history here. Like imagine getting mad at Ovi's goal. Like, it's kind of absurd. Now, question remains. So we got a couple here. Firstly, is Stammer a Hall of Famer? Like if he doesn't play another game and he were to just call her quits today, is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I believe so. He scored. I don't want to use this yet because I know your next question. I'll save it for that one. But just the dynasty of him winning 2 Stanley Cups in a row, captaining a team, I think even the story of him in the bubble where he came in, he was so injured, he played one game. I think he only had one shift, and he scored on that shift and then didn't play the rest of the playoffs. I think that story alone gets you in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, also when you actually look at his career, because you kind of forget how long he's actually been in the league.
Yeah, he was
like you know that Ovi's been in it a long time and Crosby has, but then you think about it and it's like Stamkos is what, 08?
I think 08, yeah.
Like
09 was Tavares, so 08 was Stammer.
So he's already got 2 Rocket Richards, 7-time All-Star, two-time Cup winner, feels like even if he didn't play another game, I think he's there. Like he's over 1,000 points as well.
There's less than 50 players in the whole league that have, or in the whole like NHL ever, that have scored 500 goals. I guarantee you more than 90% of them are in the Hall of Fame. So I think he gets there.
Yeah, I would agree on that front. Now, one thing that I was curious of, has he ever been a top 5 player in the league?
I think definitely. Just
when would it have been?
When he scored 60.
Yeah.
Because Matthews is would you say Matthews was a top 5 player in the league last year?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He did the same thing as Stamkos did. And debatably, it's easier to score in today's NHL rather than back when Stamkos did it.
That is true. Would he have been top 3 at that point?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know who won. I don't know who won the Art Ross that year. It might have been him. I don't know, but
I mean, to me, if you've scored 60 goals in a season, then at some point you were a top 3 player.
Yeah, well, that year you should probably. If you're not a top 3 player with 60 goals, what are you doing?
Like I don't know if he ever had like a 4 or 5 year stretch where he was top 5, but he definitely had like seasons here and there. Like we go back even to like 2021, he was 106 points. Like
yeah,
he was incredible that year, but that was obviously a few years down the road. So I think you would say that he at some point he was top 5, top 3, but as far as how long, probably a season or 2, and then he also dealt with injuries too. I think people forget that.
I didn't think he was gonna ever come back from like a couple of the injuries that he had. But look at him now, like he's just back to the regular old Stamko. So happy to see it. Great guy.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. Glad that he got to 500. As I said, one of the best players of our generation. Anyone who scores 60 in a season is pretty incredible. Now, we're just going to get right into things because there's so many games today. We have the full slate on Saturday, which we love to see for the stream. It means that we should have a lot of variety, hopefully, in our picks. So let's start with today's slate. Obviously, we already have Anaheim and Buffalo going. The early game after that is Tampa. Speaking of Stamkos, Tampa and Calgary, pretty much a pick 'em. Any leans with this game?
Calgary, I like fading Calgary. They're not good. Sorry if I'm in a little nasally. Tampa's actually won 6 out of the last 7 matchups, and their team total has gone over 3.5 in all 6 of their wins over the last 7. So I would lean the Lightning, especially if we see Vasi tonight, which I believe that we would. Yeah, that's my only lean.
Yeah, I kind of like Tampa tonight as well. Won 7 of their last 10, 4 of their last 7 road games as well. I think if I was playing a goal scoring prop tonight, one of my favorites was Kucherov to score tonight at plus 170. He's only scored in 1 of his last 4, but he scored 2 versus Calgary the last time they played.
Plus 170 for Kuch? That's wild. That's really good odds.
Yeah, so I felt good about that one because I think it's going to be a shootout too.
Yeah, I can see the over. Just Calgary's not too good to the over their last 10. They've gone 3-7 to the over 6.5. So not something I love. But I like that Kuch goal. I really do.
It's one that I'm going to keep in the back of my head. Then we have a bunch of games that kind of puck drop around like 7 Eastern time, 8 Eastern time. So I'll list off a couple. We'll see if we've got any plays for them. Minnesota, Florida. Florida's minus 110 at home, and then Winnipeg minus 130 on the road against Ottawa today. What do you like?
Well, I'll leave one game off the slate. I'll leave that one for you. So I'll go to Winnipeg, Ottawa. I don't understand the line here. I'm getting minus 130 or 135 for the Jets.
Yeah,
that's tremendous value, especially with the Sens on a back-to-back. So that's probably something I'll be looking to play if we get Hellebuck confirmed.
Yeah, because I saw that he's projected. We'll see once he's finally confirmed. As you said, Ottawa's on a back-to-back. Jets on a 2-game skid. I get that, but they're losing to good teams. So yeah, I'm not really that concerned on it.
Yeah.
Minnesota, Florida, it's my favorite play of the night. Over 6.5 at minus 130. I mean, you look at the goaltending tonight, you've got Gustafsson and Leon in net, or Lion, or however you want to say it.
But I don't know how to say it.
I mean, I've never even heard of this guy. So they've gone over or pushed in 9 of their last 10. So I don't know how you don't love the over tonight. I know it's obviously a little bit more juice than normal at the minus 130, but honestly, I feel confident enough where I would almost go and play the over 7 at plus 100 and hope that we get 5-4. So
Wow.
I think you play the 6.5 in case you get the 3-3 overtime game, but you would still push in that case. So I like the over 6.5 here. I think it's a really great line. I know you like this one as well.
I do. It's my favorite play on the board, but you had it first. They've actually gone over 5.5, which is kind of what I buy down to for my hat tricklets parlay, which I'll have one today. They've gone over the 5.5 at 10 straight matchups against each other.
All right, so next two we got San Jose and Columbus. Definitely not a game that I think many people are going to have on the TV. San Jose minus 140 on the road. And then you got Philly and my Red Wings minus 145 at home for Detroit tonight. Personally, for me, I like Philly. They've won 4 of their last 5 on the road. I know Detroit's won 3 straight head-to-head, but Husso burned me the other night, which is why I'm not playing this game. Like, that would be my lean, would be that Philly goes and wins, because Husso, he was struggling for a couple weeks there. It was 4 goals, 3 goals, 5 goals. And then he goes into Vegas and 3-2 they win. So I'm staying away. I don't love betting my own team to begin with. So if I played anything, I would play Philly on the money line just because you can get that plus money. What do you like out of those 2 games? Anything?
See, I like Philly. They've been rolling, but they let me down last game against the Ducks. They lost, or I think.
Yeah.
No, the Blackhawks. Sorry, the Blackhawks. They lost. Sold a parlay. Super pissed about it. Philly's been rolling though, 7-3 of their last 10. But I can't trust them. Not doing it. Also, if you are betting on the Sharks Columbus game, I would like you to call the number because that game is disgusting, and no money's gonna be won on that game. It's gross.
I almost need like my shooters shoot or my competitive hedge banner at the bottom, so that way I have the call number for everyone, because I normally have that on there, and I need to add it onto here because I don't know why you'd want to watch Korpisalo and Kakinen go at it, because I think that's who they've got in net tonight. So
I mean, I'm not betting this game. There's no way. I might lean the over because the Sharks are 8-2 to the over in their last 10. They've gone over 5.5 in 14 straight games.
Yeah, I'd be one that we'll see how the day goes. If college basketball bets don't go well, maybe we're going to add in a couple more puck plays. But I think as of now, we're in an okay spot. Then let's talk a couple of the more juiced lines today. Toronto, they're minus 360 on some books against Montreal today. Yeah. Caulfield, obviously, he got ruled out. We got to mention that. He's down for the year, likely going to go and have surgery. I think it's also Montreal just being like, yeah, we really want Bedard to be paired with you. So, just go and get whatever you need done so we can lose more games. And then I guess Carolina's not too juiced. They're minus 165 versus the Islanders. I'm a little bit confused why it's even minus 165, because Islanders have only won 2 of their last 10 games. I know that they're at home, but Carolina's also dominated head-to-head. They've won 8 of the last 10 overall. So it feels like if you want a parlay piece, Carolina money line's pretty solid. What do you think of these 2?
You took the words right out of my mouth. Literally, that's all I was going to say. There's no way I'm betting Toronto minus 360. That's insane. I'm pretty sure Montreal's won 3 of the last 4 meetings as well and kicked their ass in the playoffs. Suck it, Leafs fans. But I'm not betting against the Habs either, or betting on the Habs either, because Caulfield's out for the year. Like, they have nothing now. They have no props I'll ever bet on. They'll have nothing that I would like for the rest of the year. Carolina, like you said, won 8 of the last 10 against the Islanders. Islanders stink. They've scored 13 goals over their last 8 games. That is brutal. And now you're facing a Hurricanes team who is one of the best defensive teams in the league. They'd be lucky to score 1.
The more I'm talking myself into Carolina, the more I'm thinking like a Carolina in regulation is pretty nice. I'd have to go and look at the odds on that. I would assume that it's close to even money for that one. So
let me look.
I don't hate that one. And like the thing is, Toronto, and we've noticed this over the last couple of years, every time they play one of these weaker teams like in Arizona, like a Montreal, like they just don't care. And then they lose, and then you're like, what the hell? Like, why are the Coyotes winning 4-3 in Toronto? This doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. So I'm staying away from that game. I thought about puck line at -135, but I'll probably just
I'm not
it.
taking a puck line unless it's plus money. There's no way. One more
Yeah.
thing.
I
So
would be doing that as a chasing thing, so it's
yeah,
better to just stay away.
for sure.
Nashville, they're
Carolina.
-115. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to touch on. So Carolina in 3-way money line is -105. So that's pretty good straight up play. Also, just want to shout out Max Pacioretty. I know he's listening. Hopefully his Achilles injury doesn't knock him out for the career, man, because that was scary.
Yeah, that was a terrifying injury. I mean, if he's tuning in, like hit the retweet button.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all for it. But yeah, hopefully he recovers well, and we'll see him next year. I'm assuming so. Nashville, they're -115 at home, and then you've got St. Louis -230 at home against Chicago. I thought about St. Louis in regulation again, but I've sworn off the Blues on this stream. We know how the first couple went.
Yeah.
So I'm staying away. I do like the team total over 3.5 as well at the -125, but again, like I'm doing it strictly because I think Chicago's that bad. So that would be my play there. I don't really have anything in Kings and Nashville. What do you think of these two?
So I have no actual data to back this up at all. I'm just playing into the factor that Kings just got shut out. Whenever a team just gets shut out, they likely bounce back. And I like the Kings. They have a better record. They're higher in the standings than the Preds. They have the same home and away record as each other. 11-7-4 for the Kings on the road and 11-7-3 for the Preds at home. So pretty similar. Both 6-4 in their last 10. But I just like the Kings here. And you get the plus money on that.
Yeah, Copley has been solid. Saros, I can't tell if it's just like he's just got a bad team in front of him or if he's having a bad year. But
Are we getting Copley tonight? Is it Copley tonight or Quick?
Thought it was Copley when I looked earlier, unless they've changed it. I've got him expected, but we'll see.
Gotcha. Okay.
Maybe they haven't confirmed yet, but if it is,
I would be surprised if he goes because he got chased last game.
Yeah, that's just what I have expected right now. So hopefully, maybe we'll wait for the final goaltending matchup there. Last few games, so we'll go Dallas -340 versus Arizona at home, and then Edmonton -190 on the road against Vancouver. Where are you going? You going Canucks money line tonight?
Of course. Edmonton's won 5 of the last 6. They've gone over 6.5 in 6 straight games. Canucks love going over. They love allowing goals in. Jack Campbell's kind of turned it around as of recent, so I would lean Edmonton on the money line. They're much better on the road, 14-7-1 this season, whereas the Canucks are 8-11 or 12-1 at home. Also, the Oilers have won 5 straight. So Canucks money line makes sense. Just kidding.
I think if my favorite play is the Minnesota over, my second favorite play is to just play Dallas team total tonight.
What do you get it at 3.5?
-145. Now, but my thought process on this was just I was going to ladder tonight.
Ooh.
I was going to do the over 3.5 at -145, do the over 4.5 at +155, and then I would even go all the way to over 5.5 at +350. I might be a madman, but my thought process is I think that they're at home and that they're going to get absolutely boat rushed. I think it's going to be like a 6-2 game. Honestly, might even get to 7 tonight. Like I think this is an absolute blowout spot.
I hate the Stars. So let me paint you this picture, okay? Who did they play on Wednesday?
Stars?
Oh, they played the Sharks. Okay. So that game, I had Stars 3-way money line with you.
We're all on the Stars that
We're
day.
all on
that
that.
was...
And then I had Heiskanen over 2.5 shots, paired with Stamkos, who hit, obviously, Hall of Famer. Heiskanen had 2 shots, and then I had Pavelski point. All 3 of those sold. It ruined a perfect night for me. I said this on Thursday. I'm like, all 3 of those things are going to hit this game. Heiskanen had 3 shots. Pavelski got a point. Dallas Stars won 3-0. All of them hit. I said I was going to parlay them just because day after bets always hit.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
I was so disappointed because I went to bed when it was 3-0 Stars, and I'm like, oh, nice. Clab's going to hit. Going to bed. It's great. I woke up to 5-3, and I'm like, what the hell happened?
Yeah. How did that happen? We need James Draws on the case.
We do. And Dallas, for the record, in the last week, they've scored 5, 4, 3, and 4. So they're averaging 4 goals per game over the last 4, and that's against the Flames, Golden Knights, Sharks, and Kings. I feel pretty good about them against the Yotes tonight. I know the Yotes are a bit... they're not good anywhere. I can't even say that. I'll take the over on that game. Last 2, we got Capitals and Vegas is basically a pick 'em, and Colorado, Seattle's kind of the same way. Any lean on either of these 2 for you?
No. I think I just want to watch these games. I don't think I want to bet them. Something I've noticed is in all 4 matchups between the Kraken and the Avalanche, the Kraken have gone over the team total of 2.5 in all 4. And if we see Francouz in tonight, when we saw Georgiev last night, I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah, I think I have Francouz expected, so we'll see. We'll see if he goes. I don't really have a lean in that game either. With Colorado on a back-to-back, but they've won 4 straight, and then Seattle they've won 8 of 10. I just think it's a bad spot. And then Washington, we do have a Capitals money line play. So actually, let's start there for guest capper picks because Walker Bailey can't hop on today. Rather disappointed in him, but you got to work, you got to pay the bills. I get it, happens. But Capitals money line today.
Isn't this more important anyway?
That's what I thought, but that's just me. I guess some other people aren't as dedicated, so we'll wait and see. But
noted.
Vegas is on a 3-game losing streak, and they've been a good road team. Home, they've been okay. So I'm kind of thinking that Washington money line, I don't hate it. I mean, you're fading Vegas, which is always a gamble.
But Vegas is much better on the road than they are at home as well. The only hesitation I have is they've actually won 4 of the last 4 head-to-head matches. I feel like they're a little pissed off after Ovi stole a cup from them. So maybe that's why they're hot streak against the Caps. I don't know. But did he have any other analysis going into Washington?
No, I think he just felt comfortable with the road spot for the Caps. I think he's just fading Vegas because they're on a bit of a skid more than anything else. So
no, I can totally see it.
Sure. OPM Investments hopped out, so I'm hoping that he hops back in right away here.
Where's the Cooch? He's probably had too many Yagi bees last night.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like, we are currently sitting at no guests in the waiting room, but we do have another guest play, guy that couldn't hop on. We plugged in. He gave me 2 tonight, and they're both on the Blues front. He gave me the Blues team total over 3.5, which I also like. He also gave me Brendan Saad goal tonight.
Ooh. You know what? I don't mind that because he got elevated to the top line.
Top line, former team, playing in St. Louis. I mean, if you like the team total over, then you should definitely like this spot, I think. I got to go and pull up the odds of plus 200 on Brendan Saad tonight.
That is wild.
So I like that play quite a bit. I think it's a good spot. What do you think?
I mean, I think he scored last game against the Preds too. So I don't hate it, especially if he stays on that top line with Robert Thomas and Kyra. You're going to get opportunities. So it's not something that I hate. I just want to look at little revenge spot too. He used to play for the Blackhawks.
That's what I said. Former team game. That's great.
I'm sorry.
You're forgiven.
I'm sick.
Now, We got a guest in the waiting room. It's
Let's
not
go.
OPM Investments. We got Bet on Banana. Bet on Banana after the collab hit yesterday with Takuchi. Is he okay? Is he alive?
Did you kill him?
We need audio.
Goats
Can't
are
hear.
probably muted.
No, he's not muted. Okay, we'll come back to him when he figures out audio. We got OPM Investments back in the room. He hopped in and then he hopped out. So we have him back.
My phone's at 5%, and I'm like, no, I got to get these bad boys in. I can't let these go away. So
all right,
look,
give him quick. Give him quick.
I'm going to take the Stars and the Blues. Parlay those bad boys at 128 on Bovada. The Blues are 5 for 5 the last 5 matchups. I like the Stars a lot because they're 12-5 at home. They're also 20 for 11 as the favorite. Arizona's 6 for 19 away, and they're 31st in block shots. So I think Stars can save us tonight, and I definitely like Blues more than the Stars, but I like those together a lot. So I got that at 128.
So just going off what you were saying, so St. Louis has actually won 9 of their last 10 against the Blackhawks, and the Stars have won 14 of the last 17 against the Coyotes. So I love looking into the history stuff because I actually do believe it plays a big factor.
Absolutely.
So I think both of those are going to be in my little hat tricklets parlay
later.
So I absolutely love it.
For sure. I saw you with that the Stars team total. That was smart. I like that. Was a smart play. As soon as I heard that, I wrote that one down. I thought that was a smooth one. Let's go. Okay. I love it.
I'm laddering, boys. Like I'm going all the way up to 5.5 tonight. I think this is a spot where the Yotes, they've played okay recently. They did pick up that win last week, which for them is like actually good because they don't win a lot of games recently. So
they're 1-9 their last 10.
Yeah, I think it's just a good spot to get blown out. So Dallas, take care of business.
Yeah. For sure. Where are the palm trees?
There we go. Okay.
Oh, I thought that the phone died.
Let's see the
palm tree in the background.
Yeah, the palm trees in the background. It's the OPM wave. You know what I mean? Everyone's got to get hip to it.
Oh, amazing. I love to see it. Thanks so much for hopping on, man.
Appreciate both of y'all. Yes, sir.
Sorry for the long wait with all the other guests you've had on today.
All right. So Bet on Banana told me he's got his audio figured out. Is Takuchi alive?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Sweet. Yeah, so yesterday, traveled up to Guelph. Me and Takuchi had a collab play, smacked like no other. We had tons of goals. It was a 6-4 final. We had the over 6.5, almost cleared by one team. Super fun night. This is actually the first thing I'm doing. I'm like fucking rolling out of bed right now, and I'm like rolling into the stream. So I only have one play punched in for today. I'm going back to the OHL, back to the well, back in my own backyard for this game. And I'm going to be taking the Windsor Spitfires. They're on the road tonight. They're up in Barrie. I'm going to be taking them in reg. It's minus 105. This is a line that's going to move in the next few hours, I'm pretty sure. People kind of tend to come in on the books last few hours up until game time, and they'll just absolutely hammer squads. So I think these boys get it done in regulation tonight, and then just move on with their road trip. So they're on the road for a week and a half now, so they're just going to lock in and get this first one, I think.
So I'm just going to be fully transparent. I know absolutely nothing about the OHL. But whenever you give me a play, I just tail because you're the king of the OHL. So,
do you guys remember Brent Clark from the
well, of course, bud.
World Juniors? That's about the only guy that they have over on Barrie. Evan Vierling is a pretty promising prospect as well, but Windsor's just got such a deep offense, so they got 4 lines you can score.
Okay, I like it. Yeah. Well, thanks for hopping on, man. Really appreciate you giving us the play. Promote yourself. Where can the folks find you?
Yeah, come find me on Twitter, Bet on Banana. Pretty much everything's ran through there. You can send me a DM, get on the VIP. We're capping everything from over in Australia back over to North America. We cover the whole world on pucks. So come join me.
Oh, there was an Australian league.
There is an Australian league. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't cap that one much, but
I was gonna say, can you name me 3 players?
I can't name you 3 players, but there's one team there that just wins Team's a wagon.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Also, quick thought. What do you think of the Windsor team total over 3.5?
Play it. I mean, I haven't looked at it yet, but if
Okay.
it's like -130, -120, I would probably play that.
Okay, I got it at -143 here. I might shop around a little bit, but
I
appreciate you
think
hopping on.
I think they might actually be the highest scoring offense in the CHL. Like, they score a lot of goals. So
And that's your team, right?
yeah, like that's like across the QMJHL, OHL, and the WHL. They're like one of the highest scoring teams.
And then they just added Shane Wright.
And they added Shane Wright. Yeah, he's not a goal scorer though. He's kind of trying to fit in still.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
yeah.
well, appreciate you hopping on, man. Really love the play. I'm definitely going to tail as well. So
I already locked it
let's
in.
get that W.
Yeah, have a great day, guys.
You too, buddy.
One thing I'd like to note, he never confirmed that Takuchi's alive.
I know. That's the first thing we asked.
That's worrisome. That's worrisome that we don't know. That's all I'm going to say. Hope that our boy's all right.
Yeah.
He loves to come in, give us a ton of energy.
Dude,
but he's
that
not
guy's
here.
absolutely electric.
But when you're doing Yag bombs, I understand.
Yaggy B.
Like that happens. So I don't know. I like the Windsor play. I'll probably play it straight up. I don't know if I want to toss it in a parlay just because I don't know enough about it. And I think you're kind of in the same boat, but I'll definitely I'll blind tail the regulation play there.
I already did.
I love it.
Okay. Question.
What have you got on player props? Anything?
Oh, dude. I'm a little behind, admittedly, on my player plops.
Whoa.
I don't really have anything. Someone that I kind of want to target today is Erik Karlsson for shots over 2.5. I haven't seen how he's done recently, but I just know Columbus allows the most shots on goal to defensemen, and he's cleared in 3 out of his last 3 games against them. So that's an initial look. I know earlier I said if you're betting on this game, call the number, but I actually might bet on this game. I'm sorry. I forgot about Erik Karlsson.
Do I need to send you the number?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, please.
Okay. I'll send it over. What are you playing then?
Erik Karlsson shots.
All right. Erik Karlsson shots.
We do have a buddy coming in. I think maybe 2. We got ECB coming in, I think, and then also Devi Hauser Hits will be joining us as well.
He hopped in and then he hopped back out, so hopefully he's just fixing up the internet or something. But
yeah.
What do you think? So I was going the Dallas route as well with a potential goal scoring play. Now, obviously, I'm also playing the team total ladder, so that would be a big reason why. What do you think of Sagan to score?
I like it if Hintz is out.
I will go and take a look at his injury status.
Game time decision.
Is he still game time? Yeah, he is. Okay, because he's plus 145 to score right now.
Which is wild. Like he's been electric on that top line with Robertson and Pavelski.
Yeah. I hope that they just sit Hintz tonight because I mean it's Arizona. Why wouldn't you just rest the guy up tonight? But
yeah, I agree. Like why you don't need him tonight.
No, and you don't play tomorrow either. Dallas, they play Monday against Buffalo at home. So you don't have to go anywhere, give him a couple extra days. I'm hoping that they just sit him all together.
Agreed.
Any other shots or goal scoring? Because I kind of want to play that Sod goal.
Yeah.
With the Kucherov.
Okay. With the Kucherov. Dude, I didn't even look into a Kucherov goal, but I love it. I absolutely love it.
Because I think Sod at plus 200, Kucherov at plus 170.
Yeah.
It's a nice little 2-teamer or 2-player prop.
I just want to look up McDavid and Draisaitl's stats against
Vancouver.
Yeah, because I think they light us up. And you typically want to target, a guy who's going to score in a game that you think is going to go over or has a high total.
Yeah. Okay, you take a look at that. I'm going to bring in our guest. We're going to bring in Hauser Hits.
Let's go.
What's going on?
No, I just want to interrupt real quick.
What's up?
Just want to interrupt real quick. Hauser Hits is one of my first followers. This guy's been around for the whole ride. He's one of my best followers. Love the guy. Now he started capping. Appreciate you hopping on, man.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I will forgive the Flyers hat tonight as we battle you and my Red Wings. So
the Flyers suck, man. I hate
well, Detroit sucks too, so it's the suck bowl tonight between the Flyers and Red Wings.
At least Detroit's got like a good young core, promising future. The Flyers have no idea what they're doing. So
Flyers actually have no future right now.
No. Hey, you're a Canucks fan, right? We're both.
Yeah, but at least I have good young players. Who do you have?
That's true. We got Konechny. That's about it. Oh, and Cutterhart, but
yeah, Cat a hat.
Yeah.
Cat a hat. All right, what do you got for us? What are some of your favorite plays today?
I haven't looked at the board too much. I do like the over in the Wild Panthers. Alex Lyons starting in that, and he was on the Flyers for a while, and the dude is he's not an NHL goalie.
Yeah.
And 4 out of the last 5 matchups between the Wild and Panthers have gone over, so I do like that look.
I learned more about Lyons on this stream from the fact that he was on the Flyers, because I didn't know anything about this guy at all.
Yeah,
I think he was bad.
I think Bob's hurt for the Panthers, so I didn't even know he was on the Panthers or in the Panther system. I mean, I had to watch him for a few years on the Flyers, and he's not good.
He's a bomb.
So, yeah.
He gets Gustafsson tonight, too, as well on the other side, so not bad at all.
Yeah, I think he's actually been playing pretty well, though.
Gustafsson's been better than Fleury.
Yeah. Fleury's kind of washed. He's a legend, but he ain't.
Hell of his former self, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
What else you got? Got any other plays or props?
I mean, kind of square, but the over in the Oilers Canucks makes like too much sense.
Yeah. Facts.
I see it's at 7 now, so I mean.
Hey. See, I'll never play a total at 7.
No?
No.
I think I played one last week. Well, I bet 6.5, and then it went up to 7. Yeah, it was an Oilers game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was Oilers Sharks. That's what it was. Yeah.
Oof.
I think the Oilers won like 7-1 or something ridiculous.
Oilers have gone over in 6 straight too. 6.5.
Yeah, and those Canucks love going over, man.
Easy, tread lightly, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Also, an update that the Sabres lead 4-3 now in that game. So the Ducks hopefully not winning 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, I had the over in that Buffalo game.
I feel bad for Trevor Zegras, but he's got 2 goals today, so I don't feel that bad.
Oh, he's got 2? Nice.
Yeah, he'll slay in Buffalo tonight for sure.
They got a couple players. They got Troy Terry. I mean, they're not they're awful, but
they got Mason McTavish, who's really come.
Yeah, McTavish is going to be their best player one day, which is kind of ballsy saying it, but
I mean, he was drafted higher than Zegras, and I mean, they could get Bedard this year too, or like they're ramping up for a top 3 pick.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, now I feel like Montreal's just going to be going after it, losing everything that Caulfield's done for the year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I love Caulfield. He's so good. It's a shame.
You're a big goal scoring guy, so like, who do you have for goals tonight?
I haven't really dug into the goals too much, to be honest.
Well, why don't we give you a couple that we've chatted about? So first one is Kucherov to score tonight. It's plus 170 against Calgary.
Okay.
Last time against the Flames, he scored 2. And then we've got Saad against his former team.
Oh,
plus 200 today.
Oh, I always like those looks.
Yeah. Especially on the top line with Robert Thomas and Kyrou. Like, you're going to get looks.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then the last one was, I think we're kind of waiting on this one just in case Hintz is ruled out, was the Tyler Seguin goal tonight for Dallas.
Oh, okay.
McDavid also has 5 goals in his last 3 games against the Canucks.
Yeah.
5 goals?
5 goals.
I will definitely be betting McDavid. I take score like almost every night, and it honestly, like, it's kind of too free. I mean, he doesn't score every night, but he practically scores every night.
I know.
I feel like you just throw him into any other like player prop parlay that you have going, and you feel pretty safe about it.
Exactly. Yeah. A goal or 1.5 points. It's unreal. It's unreal.
Well, me and Ken like to do a goal scorer parlay kind of every week, and
Right.
I feel like you need to contribute because you're all about the goals.
I would love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're going Cooch and we're going Sod, and I want a Hauser hits.
Let me dig somebody out real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep going through some of the other ones, and you come up with your goal scorer, and then I'll bring you back in whenever you're ready. Just put it in the chat that you're ready to go.
All right, cool. Sounds good.
Sounds good, buddy. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, I like this. I like the Sod one a lot.
Yeah. What did you get at plus 200?
Plus 200.
I might just play that straight. He also scored in his last game against the Blackhawks.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
That's good. That's even better. I mean, as I said, like if you like the team total, then I don't know why you wouldn't play Sod tonight against his former team.
Yeah.
Unless for whatever reason you're on the Blackhawks tonight, which I don't know. I don't know too many people that are super fired up to take the Blackhawks, but yeah.
The number.
Any other player props? Any other games? Maybe we cook up the 4-teamer of games now that we've had a few given to us. So I think we're gonna play. We'll play that Minnesota-Florida.
Yeah, over.
We'll be playing. Are you wanting to play Vancouver and Edmonton over?
Yeah, I like that over.
Okay.
Canucks have gone over 6.5 in 6 of the last 7. Their only miss being last game, like last night, and now they're on a back-to-back. Colin Delia has low-key been better than Spencer Martin. So Spencer Martin is in net. We've actually seen a little bit of a resurgence from Jack Campbell this last week or two, but he could always go back to his old ways. I don't know if I necessarily trust him. So I like that over.
So you want to play 6.5, right?
Yeah.
Minus 180 on Edmonton, Vancouver, 6.5.
That's so gross.
I know, because 7's minus 120 right now.
What?
Yeah. I think people are buying it up a ton.
That disgusts me.
I mean, we could leave in the minus 180, like it's a parlay piece, but
yeah, but still for over 6.5.
I know it's tragic. Do we like the Dallas team total?
Yeah, let's just keep it at 3.5. You know. So I think we went 3 for 4 on LA last week, and you know what we fucked up on? We took the Red Wings money line. Your damn Red Wings. Sorry, not money line. We took their team total. If we would have just taken the over, like Buddy said, we would have won.
And we panicked because we thought that it would be we thought Detroit would win, but we didn't like it enough. So we were like, well, their team total will go over. We're like, what? Okay, so we got the Wild over, Edmonton over, Dallas team total. We need a 4th. Is there a 4th in here?
OPM, his favorite play of the day was the Blues.
Team total?
Nope. I know it's not a show favorite. I know it's not.
Like you're thinking, well, because here's the thing. His was Blues plus Stars money lines, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So we'd have to scrap the Dallas team total. Which is fine if we do, but if we do that, then
why would we have to scratch that?
Put the team total plus the money line?
Oh, I see. No,
yeah. But if we went Carolina and Reg, do we like Carolina and Reg?
That's playable straight. I would just take their money line.
Okay, so I mean the other option is that we're just taking more money lines. Like we take the Wild over, we take the Edmonton over.
Canucks. Jeez. Something I mentioned at the top of the show was the Jets on the money line.
I kind of like the Jets on the money line.
It was minus 140, which is pretty good. I just don't. I know they've lost 2 in a row, but there's still 7 of the last 10.
So there's a 5-legger here at plus 1150, which would be Minnesota over, Canucks over, Dallas team total, Canes money line, Jets money line.
Huh. Don't we normally do 4?
We normally do 4, but we have a couple more like juiced legs to it.
I need to save some of these picks for my hat trick. That's funny. God.
Well, if we take out, do you want to take out the Edmonton because it's minus 180?
It's a little gross.
Okay, so if we take that out, plus 700 4-teamer.
I'm fine with that.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carolina,
So-
Winnipeg, Dallas team total, and the over in the mini Florida game.
Yep.
Yep, love it.
Okay, so there's our 4-teamer. Now we need the trio for goal scoring props, which we're gonna get to in a sec. Any other
Heisman.
shot props that you wanted to add with Carlson?
I really lacked on that today. I'm just looking up some matchups here. Sorry.
Nope, it's all good.
You know who's really kind of found his game again for the shot props is Austin Matthews.
Yeah, he has.
He's kind of back. He shoots much better on the road than he does at home as well, clearing in 76% of his games at over 3.5. So that's one of the looks I'm going to have today.
Do you like Kevin Hayes?
I love Kevin Hayes.
Minus 148 for over 2.5.
I just don't know how Detroit is as a matchup.
I mean, I liked Philly today overall, but
yeah, he's cleared in 6 out of his last 7, and he's had 21 shot attempts over his last 2 games with 15 shots. It's wild.
That is wild.
One of the games is against the Ducks, though. So
okay, so do you like it enough to have it as a trio?
I could do that. Yeah.
Okay, so Kevin Hayes.
Sorry to interrupt again. I just don't know about Erik Karlsson. I don't know if I want to put that in the parlay. It's a like, not a love. Just because he's only he hasn't cleared a lot. He's hit and miss and hit and miss and hit and miss.
I kind of like this spot for San Jose today, though.
Okay.
It's Columbus.
Yeah.
I just think it's a good spot for him to have a ton of shots tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
And it is minus 127 if you like it. And then we could have the Matthews one if you liked that one.
Yeah, another look we could have, because I know the Coyotes allow the most shots on goal to left wingers. And you already like the Stars, Jason Robertson.
Yeah, I would play that.
And he hits at 75% of his home games. Compared to 44.
3.5 at minus 145.
Good late piece. I like him, Matthews, and Kevin Hayes. You could do.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
go and plug it in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly look up
the Matthews over. Oh, over 3.5 is minus 197.
What sports book you using?
Bet99 currently.
Damn right.
Sporting the brand, you know.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not a sponsor, but if you're listening, Bet99, I'm interested. Yeah.
Use code shooters ON at sign up. Okay, well, if not there, do you like bunting?
No.
Okay.
No. I find it hard to take Matthews and bunting.
Well, no, I was saying instead of Matthews, take bunting.
Okay.
Because he's minus 197.
Let me rephrase. Matthews and Nylander and Bunting are on the same line. Nylander and Matthews are the shooters. Bunting is not. I don't want to take Bunting.
Do you like the Nylander over 3.5 today?
No.
Okay. Well, then we'll stay away from Toronto. That's just a no-go overall.
Okay. Minus 175 on another book that I won't say because we're promoting Bet99.
What about shots in the Vancouver-Edmonton game?
What about McDaddy?
McDavid's over 3.5 is only minus 167.
He's cleared in 4 straight against the Canucks too. And I believe we allow a lot of shots over the last 10.
If you did McDavid, Robertson, and Hayes, it's plus 355.
That's wild. That seems like too good odds.
I like it, though.
I do too.
Okay. I think we locked in our player one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your boy hopped out of the room, so I don't know if he's hopping back in or not. Even if we did just a 2-goal one, Kucherov, by the way, is now plus 180. So it's even better odds.
Wasn't it plus? Oh,
75.
Gotcha. Why is it going up? That's what I don't understand. How did like goal markets go up when like you can't really bet an under on a goal, you know? So I don't understand like the line movement.
Kucherov and Saad together is plus 740.
Just for 2?
I think you just do plus 180 and plus 200 and let it ride.
Yeah. Broncos country, baby.
Broncos country.
Let's hide.
Have you been saying that all year?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So to recap the stream, appreciate everyone who hopped on. OPM Investments, Bet on Banana. What was your boy's name again? I'm terrible.
How's hits? Heavy.
Hits. Go and check out his stuff. Walker Bailey, we plugged in as well. Also submitted some plays. So the 4-teamer is Minnesota and Florida over 6.5. Dallas Stars team total over 3.5. Hurricanes money line, Jets money line at plus 700. Player props: Kevin Hayes over 2.5 shots, Jason Robertson over 3.5 shots, Connor McDavid over 3.5 shots at plus 355, and then Kucherov and Brendan Saad to score at plus 740.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get surgical. We need to put out an APB for DeCucci.
Yeah.
Still have no idea where he is.
Okay. Missed that guy.
So I'm gonna put out a searching for him on Twitter. Let's hopefully have him check in soon.
Yeah.
Appreciate everyone who tuned into the show. We'll be back next Saturday. I don't know what time the games drop for next week. First game's at 2:00, so we'll probably 2:00 my time, so 1 Eastern time. Probably go at noon Eastern time next week.
Sure. Sounds good.
Make sure that we get them in on time. Appreciate everyone who hopped on, and we'll see you guys next week.